Hello everybody and welcome to the tournament announcements for our second day of the 2021 online inter-region tournament hosted by Gauteng North Chess. We would like to welcome all the regions participating in the inter-region as well as all our Gauteng North players. This is just an announcement video to help you get through the day and just a few things that you need to know before you participate in the tournament tomorrow morning. There are several age group WhatsApp groups. Please make sure that you join the WhatsApp groups tonight still. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be quite hectic before the tournament starts. There is a round every hour, and you will see that in between the rounds, things go quite hectically. Please make sure that you join those groups beforehand so that you know what to do and where to be. The times for the rounds have been published beforehand. They have been sent out with letters. They have been published by your regions. They have been published on social media. So please make sure that you know when your child needs to play. The first round is at 8:30. Please do not be late for your round. The player who plays white needs to challenge. A video has been circulated that tells you exactly how to challenge your opponent. Now I'm going to quickly share my screen just to remind you how to do this so that we do not have questions tomorrow morning or players that are uncertain of what to do. So I will share my screen with you of my Lichess account. So this is what my Lichess account looks like. The very first thing that you have to do, you see that your username is in the top right hand corner. That is not your real name and surname. That is your username. To abide by Chess South Africa's regulations, you have to click on your username, you have to go to Preferences, and you have to go and update your details. To do that, you have to go to Edit Profile, and under the Biography section, you put in your Chess South Africa ID, and you put in your real name and surname. When you've done that, and you click on your profile, there we will see your real name and Chess South African ID when an opponent plays against you, and also when you want to join the team. That is the second step that you have to do. Now from there you go to Community, you go to Teams, and you search for the 2021 Inter-Region hosted by Gauteng North Chess Group. So you go to this group, and here you'll see you need to send a join request. When you've sent this join request, the first thing that I will do is I will go check, have you updated your profile? If your profile has not been updated, I will not admit you to the group. So this person has updated their profile and I can admit them to the group. The whole purpose of the team is so that when a person has to challenge you, it is just so much easier to go find a person's username in the group. Say I want to challenge Longport 123. She's in the team and there's the two swords, and I can say challenge her to a game. Now their challenge to a game will pop up. The game must be set on a standard game, a real-time game. Please do not pick correspondence game. It must be set to a real-time game. The time control is 15 minutes with a 10-second increment. Must be rated on Lichess, and the player who is white is going to challenge. Should the player who is playing white not challenge you within 5 minutes of the round starting, then the player who is supposed to play black may send the challenge. Now, it might happen that you have to send the challenge and you did not go via the team. Then you are going to select play with a friend. You are going to select standard, real time, 15 minutes, 10 seconds, rated. I'm playing white. Ooh, now I don't want to reverse Lombard at the moment. Okay, so let's go back completely. So I'm going to say play, create again, play with a friend. Everything is set up the way I want it. And now this window appears. Now if I know the username of the person that I want to verse, I can type it in here. And then the person's username will jump up here and I can challenge them here. If I do not find the person's username, I can copy the link here and I can post it in the age group WhatsApp group and I can say at Chess Queen 8, I need to challenge you. Here is the link to our game. But if you are part of our team and your opponent is part of our team, then it should be easy to challenge your opponent from within the team. It should also then be easy to search for your opponent if you are using the correct username. Now, the next part that you need to check tonight is you need to go on chessresults.com. You go to home, you go to tournament search, you search for inter-region. There you will see the inter-region tournament shows up. All the Open B teams are playing tomorrow on Sunday, 28 February. Only the Open B teams. So you're going to go into an Open B team. You will see that the draws have already been published for all the rounds. We are playing 6 rounds in most cases. So you are going to go to round 1 and you are going to check next to your name. If my name is Tatu Matsejo, is my username correct? If your username is not correct, please let us know before 8 o'clock tomorrow so that we can correct any spelling mistake, any hyphen, anything that's supposed to be in your name. We need to correct it before 8 o'clock tomorrow. Otherwise, your opponent will not be able to find you when they search on Lichess. Then the next question that will most likely come up is which children will play on Zoom? The section arbiter will determine which players will play on Zoom. We will, as far as possible, try to give at least a 10-minute advance notice before a round starts for which players will play on Zoom. Players will be randomly selected to play on Zoom, so not all players will play on Zoom. Please make sure that your child has a second device available so that we can see your child's screen and your child when your child plays on Zoom. Mostly our senior boards, so our under 18s, will most likely be required to play on Zoom, and then our other age groups will be randomly selected to play on Zoom. So please make sure that you keep an eye on the WhatsApp groups to see if you have to play on Zoom. When you play on Zoom, the name that appears on your screen, on your photo, must match your Lichess username so that we can know if we have to ask a player to do something, that who we are speaking to. You may not have a physical chessboard open next to you. That is seen as an analysis tool. You may not have headphones on when you are playing or when you are playing on Zoom. That is also seen as a tool from which your coach or a parent can tell you what to do. When you are playing, there may be no parent, coach, or anybody with you in the room who can assist you or can speak to you or who you can speak to while you are playing. You must imagine that you are sitting in a physical over-the-board tournament where there will be nobody able to assist you or speak to you. Parents, we really ask your assistance with this matter. We really want our children to enjoy the tournament. And for that to happen, we are trying to create an environment where we will not have any fair play concerns raised. The aim of the tournament is to get our children back to playing chess. Yes, we would love to have them back over the board, but at this stage, that is just not possible. Then the last thing is we have a massive tournament running online. We cannot, as arbiters and organizers, answer our phones. Even though we know most of you personally, and we would love to speak to you on our phones, we cannot answer you, and we will not answer our phones if you phone. If there is a concern, a child is missing from a round, a child is showing up late, etc., please post it on the age group WhatsApp so that the arbiters or myself can see it and can follow up. When you post that a player has not shown up for a round, I need to know the username, the Lichess username of your opponent. I also need to know which age group it is, and I need to know which region you are playing against. So if I'm looking now at the under 14B draws, and I say I was from Bojanala, then I need to know my opponent for round 1 was from Joburg Metro, under 14B section, board 1, and I need to please phone that opponent to say the game has already started, or I sent the challenge 10 minutes ago. Then I will phone the regional rep and say, your board 1 is missing. Please do not leave the game or the room or assume you got the default point. I will first contact the regional rep. If the player playing black sent the challenge and white is not responding, then you need to let me know. I am from Johannesburg Metro and I am supposed to verse board 1 from Bojanala, and his or her name is so-and-so, and the Lichess handle is so-and-so. Then I will phone the regional rep from that region. And then only do we decide, okay, so much time has lapsed, a default point is awarded. But we are really trying to give players the opportunity to play before we default a player. But to make it easier for us to find players, we need to know the age group, the name of the player, as well as the region the player is from. That just speeds up the process quite a bit. Then also, please do not contact the arbiters directly. The regional reps are your first point of contact. Each region's players must please contact their regional rep if there is a serious problem. If not, then you put the issue on the age group WhatsApp group. But please do not contact the arbiters privately. They are not going to see the message. We are keeping an eye on the different age group WhatsApp groups. That is where replies will be sent first. If you have an issue with a possible fair play breach or there's a complaint, please contact your regional rep so that they can phone me or contact me, and we will assist through the regional reps. But the arbiters will not be looking at any private messages until the tournament has been completed. We hope that you enjoy the tournament tomorrow. There is also an instruction video with all the information you need on YouTube. You can refer back to that if you need to. The rounds, first round is at 8:30, then 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 1 o'clock, then 2 o'clock. Please do not be late for your rounds. Please do not miss a round. If you fall ill during a round, you need to notify your regional rep immediately so that we can withdraw you from that round. Right, we see you tomorrow morning and have a wonderful tournament.